I come from an immigrant background. My parents are from Hong Kong, and they came to Canada before I was born. I was born and raised in Canada, and started studying ceramics, I guess, or I started dabbling in ceramics in high school. I tried out other medium in art school, but it was always ceramics that really spoke to me. So I studied at Emily Carr and finished up with ceramics there. And then later on, I moved to Sweden and continued with ceramics and did my master's there. And afterwards, I moved to Berlin. And to me, it was always really interesting how one can move around and stay true to oneself and collect stories and experiences and kind of alter one's outlook despite a changing environment and adapting to this changing environment. And so I think it's really interesting to be an artist or a ceramic artist and move around and talk to different people, collect different objects, collect different stories, because it really informs not only myself as a person, but also my practice. The criteria really is, first of all, it should be also a ceramic object, and second of all, I ask for the public to tell me why they would feel that it is an equal exchange. And so here we get into the discussion of worth, especially when we are trading and there's no money involved. Then it becomes a question of what is worth, and when there are other factors than monetary worth to judge something, such as intrinsic worth or memories or I don't know, aesthetic worth, then it's really up to the individual. And I invite the audience to really think about these things and kind of try to justify to me why things are equal worth and why I should agree to make the trade with them. I wanted to create a Cabinet of Curiosities that really represented all sorts of different styles and ideas that went behind the creation of ceramic objects. So I started with, of course, creating my own, but I also asked friends and colleagues to donate ceramic objects to me so that I could rework them and call them my own. And then it kind of expanded to objects that I would find either on the streets or in flea markets or strange shops. And then the collection just grew, so it's a mix of everything and anything that I find anywhere. And I was interested in collecting and collections, just because the objects that we collect, it kind of tells us about who we are and what we like, and all of the individual objects, they contain stories that can be told and retold, whereas the objects that are kind of ignored and thrown out or just found in thrift shops, they lose their stories, or the stories that they used to have become forgotten. And this idea interested me very much. I wanted to create a project where I would create an interactive experience where stories could be reactivated and told and retold with the public and in the artistic realm, and these stories could be translated into the private realm as well.